Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
At least we will get rid of him for the next couple of games.
You know what I think is part of that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's TPing down immediately. Are they going to look for a dive?
I mean, it is. Maokai is pretty good at diving and at least trading very aggressively. You see he drops aggro by hitting the minion, and now he's got Xiu, who's level 1, but I think this might be enough damage. The Harpoon is going to miss, though, and Barrel flashes away. He's in a lot of trouble. Oh, he got first blood! He's able to get it anyway. Peanut, of course, will be able to take him down, but at least the feat of strength does go over to DK.
And on top of that, because Zay is
blame him for that. Looking to save his flash and then flash towards the end, thinking he could get away.
Oh,
this time, though, he doesn't have flash, and that's in Italy with red buff. He's not getting away from this. The knockback is going to be critical, but does he even have it? The answer is he's not going to use it if he did. And down he goes. That's another kill.
Zeus got a decent amount of damage back, but I mean, this feels like an even easier dive setup than we saw before.
The root is going to land. Zeus, nice flash away from the spear. I just don't know if it matters, though, because another spear is coming, and Maokai is here. As in they go with the damage. Barrel flashes away. We got to dive in the top lane. Xiu in a lot of trouble here against 3, but Peanut tanking up the turret shots, and it gets traded back. As yes, Viper picks up a kill, but so does Xiu in the top lane.
It's one of these situations where you're so used to like the amount of damage.
And he will survive. We got a TP coming in. Xiu looking to potentially punish this. A lot of health bars are pretty low up here, but they're going to get the first turret, actually. So Life Esports, pretty good spot as long as Zeka can get out alive.
Distributed for the side of HLE, and I think some of it not picked up as well.
Feats of strength, by the way, picked up here by D. Yeah, definitely would. And we take a look here at the difference in the 80 carries. This is what we were mentioning. And now we've got the lockdown. The Xin Zhao pretty good to stop a lot of the incoming damage and the Poppy ult, but it just doesn't matter. They outnumber Peanut in the river, and they do take him down. As Lucid, yeah, he was here picking up this turret. And Viper so far, he is still Ezreal. So even though, you know, Aiming could potentially poke him out, Viper's just saying, okay, I respect you entirely. You've got a level on me. Let's take a look at this play. I think I stopped his back, is what he said, and then...
And by Showmaker picking it, it's a great pick, but also denies it because of the fearless form. And Zeka is looking for an angle here. D+ will back away. There's tank Jace, so that poke basically non-existent. And Showmaker's still pushing. He's fine. I mean, that's the thing. They don't need this dragon. It's a singular ocean dragon. Lucid might try and steal it, but if they get a tier 2, that's a good trade.
Hey, they're even going to throw an Avaris ultimate, and the steal comes in. Why not? They're not being zoned away. They're winning the push in top lane. They're winning the teleport battle as well. Double teleport used by HLE. DK has both. And they're just They see Jace moving up the river, and they just back away, and they get a little bit of extra pressure for Xiu in the bottom lane. As Barrel, a little bit of an awkward spot. Here comes Delight, thinking about it.
Yeah, I mean, they are moving towards the top side. It feels a bit overforced. It kind of feels like HLE is saying, look, we're getting forced around the map due to this TP advantage. We're just going to start it and force them to come into us, burn some resources. D+ are ready.
I mean, a couple ults still down here. Remember the Maokai ult, and there goes the Nidalee just flying as Delight does his job. The smite should come in, and there it is. Peanut locks it down, and now they've got Reses to come on in. Zeka just gonna, you know, go ahead, try to throw his life away. He does have Zhonya's, though. There's the revive, but they're just looking for anything and anyone at this point. They get Barrel down. They've already taken down Xiu. Life Esports, a very nice call. I'm not sure if they're going to get anyone else. You see Theone coming over the wall here. Showmaker wants a bit more. They would love to take out Zeus. As Lucy gets that smiting, gets a bit of a heal as well. Showmaker still on the chase, but it looks like they should get away. But Atakan into some more map.
Slightly real.
Yeah, just a smidge.
The thing is now, we have the buff on Zeus and Delight, so perhaps they will play a bit more aggressively to charge. We have a minute left. Zeus does have TP, so you can kind of think of it as like 6v5 now. If Zeus dies, you can TP back in immediately. And D+, they're fine just to kind of... They set up vision, but they're taking it slow. not the worst case scenario if this dragon does go over, but potentially look for a steal again. They're looking for some poke and fishing here right now.
Even going to commit to a Maokai ultimate here for a bit of zoning. Nice Ez ult. And now they're going to find Zeus on the left side. As you mentioned, he's kind of just a free life, though. He's trying to go in and die and TP back into the fight. Down he goes. And he lives. Big ult as well. And now Barrel's just left to the fishes. Down he goes. And that is the Ocean Drink as well for Homalife Esports. Again, still a very close game between these two.
Yep. A lot of value there from Delight's ults, and Zeus, you know, still had that buff, made the most of it, playing aggressively. They're looking to try and pressure this tower. I think he would, I mean, he does ult. I was going to say, I think he got ulted a bit sooner. Oh, Zeka misses. This is bad.
Yeah, that was not great. He's going to get away, at least, but yeah, kind of messing up his combo. He throws up a question mark for himself. I think he knows what he did. And that's just fine.
They want to stop the split push from Zeus.
Yeah, I mean, Zeus does have TP, so he will be here. They spot this. Baron's only at half health. I don't know if they
back away now.
Really commit to this. Okay, they're just going to commit to it, I guess. As the Maokai ultimate looking to zone everybody away, and it does exactly that. Barrel as well will sacrifice his life, but Showmaker's able to trade it back and ult over the wall. And there you go. DK just steals the Baron under their noses.
A lot of confidence, it feels, you know. HLE demonstrated this with Arakan. They're like, we're just going to start the buff, we're going to make it work. And D+ do a similar thing. Both times it was supports, create the space. This time Barrel's ult, really denying access to the pit. They get the Baron, scared even follow-up burst from aiming, but I think the Xin Zhao value just hasn't really been seen that much in this game. It's like you press ult so you can avoid this long-range damage, but you're not really doing much with that time. Mark comes in, will force him away. Aiming, able to pick up that tier 2 bot lane, get a bit more gold. They will have to respond to the top side. And we did see as well for Siwu, so a lot of actives with value there for D+ in this one.
Look at this brush. I mean, there is ward in there for the side of Homalife Esports, so they will clear it out, but it just gives you enough vision to get some poking down. They still have the Maokai ultimate, but in 5 seconds, they need a little bit of extra time, and it starts early, but it goes to Rumble. Ocean Soul secured, and the equalizer is great. Hits Delight at least, and does secure the kill. Flash forward from Xiu. This guy is a madman. He has the Zhonya's, and he's burning down Seka, and that will be a free kill for them. Take a look at the rest of the team as well. Lucid desperately trying to corral them up against the wall. Viper doesn't have many places to go in. Goes Showmaker on the left. Viper being corralled into that little alcove. It is just a straight up clean ace to DK after the fight on Ocean Soul.
Yeah, there's a little hiccup with Yarakan in this game, but for the most part, D+ have been in control, been ahead, able to secure the Ocean Soul and the fight following, and now will close out the game. And this is what we've come to expect from them. They have started this LCK Cup with a bang.
They just look so fantastic. Really a team effort in this one. Showmaker does have a very cool KDA. 5-0-0. No assist for the Yone, of course. As now look at the Nexus turrets. And Delight can do absolutely nothing. Flash on in, aiming. You know, he'd love to get some extra damage on the chart, but that will just be a relatively clean victory here to the game.
And then, even if he doesn't res, he gets his passive as well from Showmaker. Showmaker hitting level 6. This is a huge spike to have for this grub fight. And Lucid is committed to denying at least one of these from Peanut.
I mean, he's got his smite available, but he doesn't want to use it on this one. He's just going to secure the one. Peanut gives the top of the morning Pengu, and is just walking away. You can see that Homalife Esports are going to drop down a wall, though. So they did that, and that was about it. And now here comes DK, as the handshake is good. Delight in a ton of trouble, and first blood goes to Kog'Maw of all of the champions on DK to get the money, aiming, of course, the Gold King is looking to get it, and there's the charm as well. A nice flash, though, saving it for the very, very end was Zeka.
They could just kill the Talia and get out here.
Yeah, they absolutely could. Just looking to run away. Actually going for a bit more. The charm lands again after the counter strike, but Xiu, not long for the world, will have to pay for it. Here comes the Mega Narzeus going in, but the Wukong ult is available, and Zeus just gets popped on the head by Lucid, who takes him down.
Broke his ankles there. Lucid played it so well. D+, if they take down HLE, I mean, like, this was the opponent where if anyone was going to stop them going 5-0, it would have been HLE. And right now, it's looking like they're not going to be able to stop them. It just feels like they're on another level right now.
The only other team that DK has.
A little bit worrying so far, but definitely still opportunities.
Yeah. Here comes Lucid. Zeka just has no idea, but oh, he gets stunned on the back rock. Just the final one, the beginning one that the Taliyah throws out. So
like when you get a pebble in your shoe, you know?
Yeah. Ooh,
gotta take your shoe off, get rid of it. Oh.
Well, yeah, flashing into the Sejuani. Unfortunate timing here for Xiu. He is extremely dead. Not much he could do about that except try to respect the lack of vision.
Just take him off the map, and Dragon's spawning up now, and it's Ocean Cloud. As long as it isn't Chemtech, D+ are guaranteed a strong soul.
Have we had a Chemtech soul yet?
Yes. We did, when I was last casting with Max.
Oh, that makes sense. Zeus is in a bit of trouble. He does have Meganar about to pop, and there it is. The wallop comes down. The range, not enough. So Lucid just going to flash in and bop him on the head. That's a second bop on the head kill from the Wukong.
And it's when Eamon and Beryl were looking to move down, but now they did. Now they're looking for this Dragon, and Peanut trying to find a steal.
Oh, well, the wall's going to come in and kind of corral them up against it, but Delight hits nothing. And it's just rooted up. A lot of damage, though, into this front line. Lucid and Beryl are going to go down. So Hololive Esports, they get a big chunk of gold on the backside of that. They shut down Lucid as well.
Yeah, Peanut is on standby. Stack's not the easiest target to dive, and Beryl is running down. But they got to make it quick.
I mean, there is a chance, but they're not going to go for it just yet. The Counter-Strike, though, does come out. Bit of extra damage coming in, and there's the turret. Does go over to Hololive Esports. They already had a turret up in top lane.
After. With it being on the top side a bit safer, but it also makes it very hard to play for Dragon once Baron spawns as well, because you're so locked to that top side of the map. Herald comes in.
Oh, you do have the Renata Glass just kind of doing nothing. Beryl threw out his ult, hit nobody, and then died. And Sejuani ult, of course, utilized to make it possible, but the positioning was not the greatest. So Beryl just kind of doing Beryl.
Mistake, though. If D+, so it was a heavy lean bot side by HLE, but it looks like they got it down in time. This is one of the risks, is that you put so many members down bot lane for the Dragon. It did mean that they were vulnerable on the top side, but it also meant they did the Dragon so quickly, and now they're able to return towards the top side and protect Zeus. So HLE make a gambit that D+ aren't going to be ready, aren't going to start potential, and you can see the damage already significant. Zeka, I mean, they must know with Zeka doing that they've started it, but can they even get there in time? Lucid is coming.
I mean, there's a wall in their face, and it's just got to be a steal, but it's not. It's Kalista. So difficult to steal against that, as you mentioned. Here comes Hololive Esports barreling through the jungle, desperately trying to go for a fight, but
wave to work with, but D+ are just unwilling to engage them, and for good reason. So they'll lose that tier 2 tower top lane. But ultimately, into this Taliyah, I think these Dash champions are struggling to close the gap. So they're kind of relying on Beryl to engage. It's kind of falling flat. And we see HLE, you know, they flip it to the other side. Zeus is in mid lane applying pressure. The rest of the team get this tier 2. This textbook, exactly how you want to play it back. That's two of those, not just the fact it's the tier 2 towers, but the extra gold being in the outer lanes. Really just helping to boost this gold lead even more now by giving them space. But HLE, you know, I feel like some of our other teams would have just tower dived at that point and all died and not gotten the towers. But now the play comes around to this Baron that's just spawned. I'll fight for the red buff here.
Delay goes in, gets a decent ult, but it's not amazing. And the charm is huge again. Showmaker going pretty big on this Ahri.
Zeus just pressuring the tower. And, you know, the outer towers, good play from HLE, but I feel like D+ has missed a trick letting this tier 2 mid go down.
Peanut a little bit out of position, but is going to force the flash out of Xiu. Has his team behind him at least and can always dash over the wall. So nicely done there. Hololive Esports with their Kalista. Will they just start the Baron?
D+ right now are hunting for any mistake from HLE to punish.
Zeka. Oh, they all dodge it. They kind of spread around it. That was pretty cool. But nice positioning. Really does highlight.
So much damage.
Yeah, it really does highlight that there's just no vision here for DK, and they're desperate. Aiming alone, has to flash. He was just walking down mid lane for some reason.
It's just so hard for them to approach. You know, Zeka's throwing these boulders, and you can't engage him. He just throws down the Unraveled Earth and you're completely cooked. So D+ get forced away. Another Mountain Dragon over to HLE. More defensive stat. You have the safety net, the Calista ult. It's like, who are you picking on this team?
There it is, the flash on in. Viper in a bit of trouble, but Delight is zoning excellently, and Peanut is going to land that ult onto the Wukong, but Zeka has to flash away. Tons of damage coming out from aiming, but it doesn't seem to be enough. Nice Renata ult, though, trying to turn it around, trying to give them some space. Siu is pushed into Zeka and given a kill. This Jax now has an angle. He's going in, he's looking, but he's not going to hit it. As they do push away, DK not out of the game just yet.
They don't get the initial pick on Viper, but they've managed to find some kills, get some pressure back. Just as the game felt like it was leaving their grasp, they find an angle now. HLE, you're not going to be able to defend this tower. Siu playing aggressive there, but we'll back away.
Rest of the team's like, whoa, 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 hold on, buddy. Like, we're running away.
We don't do that here, okay? It's not challenges. You need to chill out a little bit. But now, actually,
well,
yeah, stacking mana cost on the ult can really catch up quickly. That ward, huge value there. Now, they aren't starting the Baron, but there's full information from D+. They know exactly what HLE were looking for, trying to bait them in.
Well, there's a wall coming down, trying to get aiming. He doesn't have flash, but it's just Zeka who gets charmed and dies instead. And aiming is totally safe. No follow-up. Nothing. Just Zeka going in and dying.
I love the confidence from Showmaker. Flashes in. He's like, I'm making the pick. Finds an angle on Zeka, who's burnt all his cooldowns. They are starting up. Mega Gnaw's available. This could be dangerous.
Yeah, they're taking a bajillion damage from the Baron as well. And, okay, Charm comes in again. Siu just gonna bop the Nico on the head. Renata Glass ult actually does a good job of zoning. Great zoning ults as everybody is getting away here. Peanut has to flash. We're looking for more, though. The Charm is going to land again. Man, Showmaker is just incredible on this pick. As the knockup on Azeus, they want to take him down. Aiming going 1v1 versus a Calista. Going to keep him alive, but Beryl will trade his life with the Gnar.
The tower's still there, so perhaps not, you know,
yeah.
see Viper get away, but
Peanut, can they get him? Really? Oh, the W from Showmaker. The flash on in from Lucid gets the job done. So many low health bars. So many people out of position.
Yeah, I think Showmaker's just dead here, unfortunately. Wait, can he get an execute? This might be it.
Ooh. No.
Well, close enough, okay? Yeah. You didn't give the kill to Zeka or Viper. You'll take that. It is Peanut who gets the kill. Yeah. They're able to pick up this dragon. Showmaker did have TP, but they opted not to use it. I think him not being on the map meant they were cautious about approaching. And that's 3 Mountain Dragons for HLE. 1 away from Soul, but also this up. They do have teleport on the Jax, so can get there to respond. But you want to force them off the Baron early, because if it comes down to a 50-50, there's a Calista there, so it's not a 50-50.
Yeah.
It's favored towards them.
And that's what How Life Esports is playing towards. They're like, yeah, you want to flip? Go ahead. Let's try. It's not a real flip. We got a little play in mid. Zeus trying to hop away. He's actually doing a ton of damage. Here comes the wall. Showmaker, awkward spot, and down will go Siu. There's the knockup and Elucid. He doesn't do much. Zeus goes down, yes, but it's How Life Esports up a man. Aiming still alive, though, so trying to make a potential play. Knockup not going to come in for Zeka. But they're looking at the Baron, still up a player. We'll see if they can get it.
It's going to be hard for D+ to try and contest it. Zeka's looking for pick there.
He got slowed, flash traded, and the sticks are in the Baron. Delight's got an angle on the left. They don't quite see him aiming. He's showing himself on the left, and that's a Nico. He gets flashed on. He flashes away, though. He gets away. He gets space, but it's just not maybe enough. He's trying to get the reset. It's not going to happen. Viper just has the damage, and How Life Esports win the fight and will take down this Baron, which is doing 1,000,000 damage, but it doesn't matter. They will have it up. They're just waiting for the respawn.
Oh, it was early!
Yeah, it was early.
No, they got it. Okay. It looked like it was early.
He hit a big ult at the right timing, and you can be the hero. And it did feel like, you know, there was a potential if Aiming and Showmaker had room to maybe do something in that fight, but not when Delight hits that ult. Here comes a wall, and they're up against it. There goes Delight in once again. Lucid dies mid-dash as Showmaker, and there we finally have the big Gnar ult into the wall. The Kog'Maw goes down, and this game is done and dusted. How Life Esports should be able to take it down here, as they will, as 5 members, be able to push into the DK base.
Yeah, Zeka find the combo on a Showmaker. I mean, without ult, he can't really do much. And it's just closing the game out. Series equalized. Oh, he did get second. Series equalized. Well, I mean, I'd been pretty happy with doubt. It was a misclick.
Let's see. Well,
No. Definitely want at least one. If they can get their hands on it.
Yeah, when you're the Ziggs team as well, would be lovely to get as many as possible. Zeus does have level 6 here. And Delight just holding the door in front. Showmaker, nice angle here. Could try to go for it. Even the Ziggs ult going to do a bit of damage in onto Delight. Trying to just create space for that grub that is coming in. Here comes the Silas, though, and Lucian in a bit of trouble. He's not level 6. Down he goes. Barrel goes too deep. And the Ambessa, Siu will trade one back, but it's Hamalei Esports trading up in a big way.
And I feel like this is just HLE doing better homework than D+ in this situation. Yeah, Zeka pretty good at this Silas champion, to no one's surprise.
Yeah.
Obviously one of these picks that you think Silas, you think you can't. Oh, faded in.
Oh boy, and now Zeka just gonna steal the Kindred ultimate. It's gonna get pretty interesting. Let's see if Lucid can burst him down. Didn't have the E stack, but he's burning, and it is gonna be a kill to Lucid anyway. And it's not the marked target, but it's still a nice amount.
I would not want to give this third dragon over no matter what. They will look to get aiming's just going to satchel the tower. They'll take that mid-tier 1 easily enough. And they're happy just aiming. Big spike. He's got 2 items compared to Viper's 1. So I think that might be enough for DK to say, okay, you want to fight, we'll give it to you.
Yeah. Power of TP. And power of backing out of vision as well. Hamalei Esports not really able to do much about that. And trying to get Peanut close to the objective, but already the Ziggs poke is coming in, but here comes Zeka trying to get in there, but the Rel ult pretty good onto that front line, and Shu's buying a lot of time in the back, has the Galio on top, a 3-man knockup, and Viper though did get the 1 reset. Can he do enough damage is really the question. Able to chip away at Showmaker, but not willing to take the 3v4, and that will be the Dragon going into the hands of D+ Kia.
Huge for D+ there, denying the Soul, stacking towards Soul, sorry. Aiming can get this mid-tier 2 by himself. Which is kind of...
This is what he does. He's cycling his abilities, trying to get the passive up, but he gets it low enough. The satchel does
as well.
Yeah.
So many tools to respond now. They're looking top. TP is coming in behind.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I mean, taking it slow and steady and peel and poke, they're kind of out of position for that. The engaged Braum ultimate going to catch Showmaker. He has to flash away. Big Ziggs bomb over the top, though, into the satchel, and now in the backline, Shu finds the angle, and this should absolutely go the way of D+ Kia. Nice pullback there from Zeus to get himself to safety, but now Otacon available. D+ Kia want more.
Yeah, Zeus no TP and super low. They're recalling, they're giving up on the objective. Huge for D+. A lot of damage put out there by aiming. And as well, you can see moving through the show. Not even close. Great engage. You can just threaten the tower quite comfortably.
Yeah. I mean, he's taking a lot of free damage from Viper.
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
Reason. He's trying to aggressively get in there, and speaking of which, Siu over the top with the Ziggs as well. They do have the Otacon buff. That's a couple of revives already on the cards. CP trying to really capitalize on...
Viper shouldn't really happen. And although we get the Braum, we don't get anything else. You know, in terms of having an Otacon buff, you should hope for a lot more.
In live, Zeka in trouble. You see, trying to block the Silas from dashing. Another knockup comes in. Zeka, okay. Gonna buy some time. Does he have a chance? He doesn't have his flash anymore. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of him. Nice pick off there.
Just buy his time. I think maybe the hope is we can get a Dragon before they get here in time. And Lucid is very far away.
Also secured by Lucid.
Okay, so he's a full champion now.
He is real.
Not really able to make anything off it right now. 2 Mountain Drakes, 2 D+, so some nice extra resistance.
And yeah, I said it before, you know, the gold looks somewhat even, but a couple Mountain Drakes, you know, a 5th stack here now for the Kindred. Things are really beginning to get out of control, but aiming is in the middle of no man's land, and he's gonna get Showmaker in there as well. He flashes away, but Zeus gets the kill. Zeka will be traded for it, though. We'll see what this Kindred can do. Lucid flashing over the top. Peanut not able to get away. Showmaker buying a lot of time, but that is a pretty excited Jinx, rather, looking to go on the hunt. So DK not going to play with their food and just run away. Although,
looking.
yeah, Zeus goes in with the TP. And Siu trying to peel for the team. This could get pretty dangerous. The zap on top of Siu, the knockback, and Siu, they just got to leave him. There's no hope for him. And that should be another kill right into the hands of Viper.
Yeah, very late kill as well, so they can potentially reset.
That sense picked up by Siu, and TP's back in. I think it's just going to be a straight up fight over the Dragon. Stun here on the Zeus. He's not able to go unstoppable for a bit, but he's so tanky. Doesn't really matter. And setting up on this one, Zeka, he's got a pretty massive flank, but spotted. Zeus as well. The two Z's coming over the top as now they try to turn on to Zeka as he does go golden, and it's stolen by Lucid. He gets the Dragon, so many low health bars, and Barrow goes in and just stacks the front line there for his DPS. And you see Zeus is all alone on the back of the fight. He's going to be run down. This should be 3 for the side of D plus Kia in both Dragons. 3 Mountain Drakes, 3 kills. Eventually, who's going to pick it up is the only question. It does go to Showmaker, of all people. And yeah, just a massive fight here for DK once again.
I think if the Dragon hadn't gone to D+ coming through, the damage from aiming was huge, and that barrel follows up beautifully on it. And then Zeus looks for aiming, but kind of hard. You know, he uses his CC, but aiming would have had the satchel defensively, and so he just kind of disengages. And now D+ pick up the Baron as well.
The drafts on the wall.
Let's
and
go up 35, okay?
You know?
35, yeah?
Okay, 35, probably closer. I'll give you that.
Best of a rough bunch for this situation. They get the tower here. Looks like they're going to keep pushing.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Peanut
man.
in a lot of trouble. This is Viego just doing absolutely nothing the whole game.
Really living up to the paper man.
That is the nickname we gave to him. And aiming.
I feel like
he's great at taking damage,
if Viper
too.
was playing, just
the story hasn't changed.
steal Rel or Ambessa and just try and make it happen. I think that's your best option. He's found a flank again.
Well, they're trying to get in, and the engaged Braum, surprisingly, doesn't work.
No flash on aiming now, though.
Yeah. And
let's get hooked. Look at Delight.
Oh, no, that bomb. Just gigantic damage. And Delight's like, what do I do now? I don't even have my ults. She's going to miss his, but again, it just doesn't matter because they get Mountain Soul.
For the damage at the bottom, it's just an easy standoff.
DK didn't need kills. They just needed the Dragon. And they're still going for more. I mean, might as well, but yeah, Cassante. Are they killable?
I don't think so.
In any sense. You got a level 15 Viego up against Lucid, who's quite fed. Okay, they have a flank angle. The flank angle, this is what we've been talking about. Zeus trying to get to the back line, the flash, onto aiming. He finally got onto the Ziggs. The damage is decent, but the Kindred ultimate keeps aiming alive, and they cannot take him down. Showmaker runs in front, just strutting his stuff in the face of the Jinx. And there is just no way to attack this Ziggs the entire game. Aiming can TP into the fight now as well. As Peanut has to back away from this one. They don't have a wave right now, actually. They're trying to get it low enough. Instead, they're just going to get the champions low enough and get 3 more kills. The wave comes in, and the game and the series is over. D plus Kia moved to 4-0 and take...
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LCK Cup 2025.
Over. We have Cryo in the mid lane from Chovy. A lot of damage being done.
Good safety from...
Oh, he missed us, yes. Not my
Chovy?
Yep.
Oh, man. I thought you were talking about Pungan. I'm like, wait. That's fine. I mean, he's a rookie.
Yeah, I'm not going to be that brutal.
He's probably nervous.
He's
like,
up in farm still. Look.
It's okay, Ox. Like, you don't have to call him out for it.
He's ahead in CS.
Oh, Arrow gonna come out, and the stun on a Duro, but you see that Ruler doing a great job of trading back, so there's really no extension.
He's got a 1 gold bounty, look.
He does, yes.
Oh, it's up to 2 gold. They found him.
And the flash comes in, but Canyon still has flash, but now Canyon's in a rough spot. He's getting burst down. His first blood that goes to Pungan in his first LCK game. He just strolls on in. He's like me, and you know, Duro. He has
Why are the chickens in the kitchen? Are they being cooked in the kitchen?
No, they're family pets.
Wait, are they
family pets?
The chickens are chefs in the kitchen.
That sounds like a good show, actually.
Good picture.
I feel like I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Maybe like an animated series.
No, I want it live action. I want real life chickens. I want them to train the chickens.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty difficult, so I don't know. That's why I said anime. All right, flash away, but you're against Rakan. You're not getting away. And down he goes. This dive is more of a let's kill the turret as soon as we possibly can. And they will be able to do that because Sante eventually should die, right? Keen Sante not going to hit the Q3 on a life who just dodges it. And there you go. They get the turret, the first blood turret, and the kill.
Yep, supreme confidence there from Life, just able to dodge everything away.
Given over, so DNF in position now to try to go for this. Both top laners who are in the bottom lane have their TPs available. The Unbreakable used already.
Yeah, Dudu stacking up his Rage Bar. If we get a TP angle, you can actually see there's 2 wards just past the river onto Genji's side of the map that if you look for. Oh, they're going in.
Wow, the engage on a Chovy. He gets the divide off though. And I mean, at least they get his flash. Trade of a couple of their flashes for Chovy's flash.
Yeah, and I think that signal not to go for the fight. Dudu has had his mega proc. He's about to be exhausted. You've burnt all your big tools and didn't find anything.
Dudu coming back, wants the TP, wants some help. Pyosik nearby as well. Keen Sante kind of missing a lot in the Q3 as well. Not going to land here. Dudu just gets out, and a ton of damage comes out from Pungan and Pyosik. And so it is traded back. But at least the Rift Herald will go to the farming Canyon, who does pick up another objective, but this turret also going to go the way of DNF.
Yeah, feels like Keen missing more skill shots than we typically expect of him on a champion he has been so proficient with. Turret's barely alive. Now they're pushing into the river.
Still standing. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Genji on the dragon. Ocean Soul Point. I said they wouldn't fight over it. They're all going all in. Pyosik knocking up everybody, but he's super low. And Cassante in the backline is totally fine. But Dudu just got here, and now it's a 5v5. But everybody on the side, the kick is massive from Canyon. But it might not matter. Dudu in that backline, not able to quite do enough damage. But Pungan as well, still alive, full health, but he doesn't have a front line anymore. The knockup comes in, and Pungan, so sad for him, he gets knocked down. And the shutdown goes over to the Corki as well. Genji barely pull ahead and take that fight.
The rookie, the last one to fall.
He's doing a lot of burst damage. He's already got a couple of items. As now we will be fighting over this Arakan. We got 5v5, but Dudu's less than half health with no Narbar. And they're putting themselves in a position where they cannot retreat, actually. So they kind of have to go for the steal. Pyosik trying to get close. Can he get in there? Canyon getting pretty low himself. Has to get out, but look at Keen just tanking it up, and they get the sweep on a Punyan as well. Down goes the Victor, and Berserker is alone. The entire front line gets shredded by, of course, the Penta man, and it gets stolen by Chovy. The Penta denial happens again.
He might be able to get his first win in the LCK Cup, but Corki will not get a Penta. Chovy says no. You know Ruler's going to be upset about that one. And here's the sad thing. Because they got the Atacamp buff, he can't even suicide on the tower properly in protest.
I was looking on stage, you actually see big versions of the webcams. Chovy's got a giant smile on his face. Ruler is very serious. Ruler takes it seriously. He wants his Penta. So a lot of discussion, obviously, about the Penta situation. Ruler was not happy.
I think at this point of the game, there's going to be more discussion about that than actually playing out the game. I think Genji got this one pretty on lock, but no Pentas for Ruler on this one, unless something crazy happens from here on out.
Oh, that arrow, jeez. I mean, they have Arakan buffs, so it doesn't matter. Just sending it, and there you go. Nice little sweep. Catches a very juicy target. The Ash will go down, and that is a couple for the Corki. Once again, Ruler up to 7-0. And he could have even more kills if he didn't get so many assists as well.
Yeah.
Did he carry
imagine if he was...
Oh, man.
Imagine if he was 8-0-4, maybe, you know?
Yeah.
Like that specific one extra kill.
8-0-6. There you go.
He could have been 9-0-5. That one specific extra kill. I think
that is
the
true.
one I'm talking about.
This game has totally fallen apart. I mean, just two gigantic team fights. The one that led to Genji getting position on Arakan, and then, of course, the Arakan fight. a huge difference in terms of levels in the jungle. I guess all of that farming from the side of Canyon has paid off by the end of it all. And obviously the big team fights and the objectives. So there you go. Gen G kind of an
was lose from here. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, I don't think it's going to happen, Dan. I think they got this one, actually. The damage from Ruler alone is enough. And Pyosic's like, well, maybe... No, never mind. They have Cassante as well.
Ocean stole Cassante as well. As if he, with Spirit Visage. As if he wasn't unkillable enough already.
Actually unkillable. And, you know, it really just shows you the strength of Bro as well. The fact that they were able to take down a team this strong. DNF.
They just can't do anything. You have no op. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, apparently Chovy also said, I thought Lee Sin got a kill. So he thought that it wasn't a penta angle. That's why he was saying it's not a penta, it's not a penta.
That's a good cover. That's
fantastic excuse, Chovy. Wow, nice engage here from Duro. Going to catch both carries at the same time, forcing both the flashes. Obviously, it doesn't matter all too much. That's a nice little whiff, as they are certainly playing with their food here at the end of the game. Gen G are so insanely ahead. No! Cover your eyes! Oh,
cut the clip.
Safe. And they got the kill at the end as well. It's like 20,000 gold ahead.
Have things like Aurora ult, you have a Kai'Sa, and a Nautilus presses R and Ezreal, and Kai'Sa ults in, and Aurora R's on top.
I mean, he was a Victor with like one item, and he was like doing tickle damage.
Doing his
to
job.
Cassante.
He was doing his job. He's pumping that. It just, you know, it took some time. He had a good ult. It's just difficult, right? And then Chovy just put him on his list.
That did happen.
That did absolutely happen. And now we've seen Swap come through. Didn't freak that the last game.
He's like the Penta King of the LCK.
Not since he came back. Hasn't got a single one in the LCK Cup.
That's true. Pyosic's in a lot of trouble here. I think he might just die. Does he even bother to flash? Nope, he doesn't. First blood, Duro picks up. It's kind of weird because the gusts of wind from Galio, they're tearing this apart once again. But this time in game 2, it feels even more apparent, I feel like. You know, in game 1, there was a lot of back and forth, a bit of trading. You know, it was kind of like DN Freaks had some angles. They were doing pretty well on some of the grub fights and stuff. But now it's like Gen G kind of getting everything. They didn't get all the junglers onto, you know, key targets in fights. They're trying to get this first turret. Who's going to actually pick it up? Looks like it should go the way of Gen G. There it goes.
That's your feats.
I have found the feats, and they're on the side of Gen G. He's able to carry a lot of it, at least if he gets ahead, which, as we know in this game, he is.
I mean, we saw that the T1 game when Smash was playing Ezreal. Like, you can pump numbers as Ezreal.
Yeah, you really can. I mean, this is all just solo. Like, that, all the damage, all the gone health, that's all from Ruler. And now Keen's doing his job. Okay, I ult away the key target. I press my W. That's it. The engage comes in. The front line is gone. The damage is there. The Vial right onto Pungyan as Dudu desperately tries to get on the Ruler, but you just Galio ult him, and he's totally fine. He actually almost didn't soul point. Very slowly, as Canyon slowly punches the dragon to death. And there you go. Third Drake to their side. They have the Rift Herald on Canyon as well. Probably just going to drop it in mid at some point. There it is. And here they go.
Stole that minion from Ruler.
There they did. And maybe something here. Trying to really pressure the turret. They're going to get the turret. TP's coming in. Like, escorting Pungyan away from the fight. And they say, well, we've got the poke advantage, so why don't we just go ahead and poke? Now that we have Ruler's items online, a bit of a combo here. Nice hook onto Duro, but the front line is still so tanky. Canyon has to flash over the wall. Ruler is going to get engaged on, but the Galio ult right on top of everybody. Let's see if we can get Dudu to do something on this Ambess. He's being burnt to a crisp by the Ezreal, just so incredibly fast. And Keen is going to take the kill down. Not even a clean fight. That was half under the turret, and Gen G still popped them. Look at the poppies just running in a straight line at the enemy team.
I mean, who can engage on Keen? Everyone's dash-based who wants to jump in.
Yeah.
Just press W.
Well, he's just going to do that and knock into the wall. There you go. Knocks the Nautilus away, knocks the Ambess into the wall, and she just melts like paper. And that's Otacon. I mean, DM Freaks, they like...
And now they can look for even more. You know, the expectation is DM Freaks have to go towards the dragon. He's getting in a tower as well. Gold lead ballooning at this point. And what can DM Freaks do? You engage on the...
You know, Genji got the Otacon and they're like the slightest little golf clap. They're going to be happy about this, though, because Berserker is kind of just all alone, and Duro's like, I'll just let you 1v1 him, bro.
What?
And then he runs in
I'll
and
just
steals
steal the
kill.
kill? That was...
Duro!
Okay, it's not the most...
It's kind of like a meek reaction. He's like, oh, is he angry? Like, he kind of like side-eyes him. How about a free Baron? As Pyosik gets knocked away and DM Freaks run away.
Yeah, not much you can do there.
Well, life's dead. Maybe the disengage cone. He does get an ult off, and finally, DM Freaks decide to push their buttons. The Ambessa gets in the back line, trying to take out Duro, but Keen flashes in and knocks her into the wall. Just perfectly played. Keen's Poppy has been excellent. And this game is pretty much over from here. Ruler wants another one, but he will not have it. At least gets the flash out of Berserker.
The only positive of that situation was that the Atacam buff timed out, so Duro actually died. That's the only positive for DM Freaks.
They actually got him.
They actually got him. Other than that, they're just getting clapped. There's no other way to spin it. Genji reeling after the loss to Bro. Very decisive.
He also didn't get a panic kill, so honestly, I don't think he deserves it.
Whereas Keen is about to... No, he's not.
We only have 2 media votes now, so we can actually, you know, have balanced votes. So I think that Keen...
Oh my god, look at that shield on Keen.
Yeah.
He's pretty strong.
He's very tanky. You know...
Probably super tanky, super hard to kill. Oh, that buckler!
So right now, on the Korean side, it's Sungke, and this is a guy that, like, never has nothing to say. And I can hear him over there, like, not having anything to say. He's like, well,
The game's pretty won.
They just attacked him. They just killed him. It just happened. Like, that's the way this game is going. They're just killing them. It's cover your eyes. It's just desperation from the DM Freaks now. As the taunt comes in, and Jovi's Assassin Galio as a tank, I guess. There's another one. And Keen's going to get the kill. Very deserved. Looking for the final one. That's another knock into the wall. And he will pick up the kill as well. Finally, thankfully, I'd even say, this game is over. Genji unceremoniously just bought the DM Freaks over the head. And they make them look not very good. But it is just Genji who are quite strong.